ma na ukruwa ye ma wo
omo kasa because of nsema amo kan in opposition say maame we dey ye ba awoko
na NDC ni bia afale petition NDC ni bia afale petition NDC jo ma na say General Mosquito na SAMMY Jemfi na General Secretary of NDC ko gina he fan ye ka say ye ba maame ne beko ye gina he ne kaza ye me udi bone na ukruwa ye ma na ukruwa ye ma wo
omo kasa because of nsema amo kan in opposition say maame we dey ye ba awoko
na NDC ni bia afale petition NDC ni bia afale petition NDC jo ma na say General Mosquito na SAMMY Jemfi na General Secretary of NDC ko gina he fan ye ka say ye ba maame ne beko ye gina he ne kaza ye me udi bone na ukruwa ye ma na ukruwa ye ma wo
omo kasa because of nsema amo kan in opposition say maame we dey ye ba awoko
na NDC ni bia afale petition NDC ni bia afale petition NDC jo ma na say General Mosquito na SAMMY Jemfi na General Secretary of NDC ko gina he fan ye ka say ye ba maame ne beko ye gina he ne kaza ye me udi bone na ukruwa ye ma na ukruwa ye ma wo
omo kasa because of nsema amo kan in opposition say maame we dey ye ba awoko
na NDC ni bia afale petition NDC ni bia afale petition NDC jo ma na say General Mosquito na SAMMY Jemfi na General Secretary of NDC ko gina he fan ye ka say ye ba maame ne beko ye gina he ne kaza ye me udi bone na ukruwa ye ma na ukruwa ye ma wo
omo kasa because of nsema amo kan in opposition say maame we dey ye ba awoko
na NDC ni bia afale petition NDC ni bia afale petition NDC jo ma na say General Mosquito na SAMMY Jemfi na General Secretary of NDC ko gina he fan ye ka say ye ba maame ne beko ye gina he ne kaza ye me udi bone na ukruwa ye ma na ukruwa ye ma wo
omo kasa because of nsema amo kan in opposition say maame we dey ye ba awoko
na NDC ni bia afale petition NDC ni bia afale petition NDC jo ma na say General Mosquito na SAMMY Jemfi na General Secretary of NDC ko gina he fan ye ka say ye ba maame ne beko ye gina he ne kaza ye me
All right. NDC ene Mahama man file petition na mujina he na moka se Chief Justice ebeko mema muni na akwaba edeba political zone so ende area anopa enumere baby a wohwe me fibia ma akwaba sonko edeba and then first day o hwe yan ye best say obewo share button no so ede amayen na afi so no wetumi a subscribe ede amayen said ye be ya the page no so betumi a eden akonenim the way SSECO medenchia kese e free Toronto Canada ede mamuni na I hope say na otwi the ekoso the ayetete ni na no obi ade na koma ne na adwene de achire ene meso me de kakra me wo no na me pese me no mi no ebesusu ho na mesrel say oba me platform so a ade baako na ye very certain and say me mahase me bedada obi. That is one thing I mean ye and want me make sure say answer na metna say me den sembi ba no me ye extensive research me sheda bise mu pensen mu hu ade no ho answer na mabeka no nti moso amadi machi ache no say mo beka no kra mo behu say every prediction I make at the end of the day it comes to pass. Nende hear me they say people like Nasho me no mo ne kobinyame chenmo because some of these things are happening they things that I had talked about, I had discussed about, I had actually shed light on. And nyamea say ode no kreya dia ono so di honhom ana ode ni sunsum bo hoban no e dia bo me hoban ya baby sin na ye ni na ye able to see some of the things Felix said on political zones are a play out. And we thank God first and foremost for my life and what he continues to do in my life. On my table today, me say Kronfuor Mahama and his appointees are beginning to expose themselves. Kronfuor Mahama, just like they had something called Julobi House. Some okay, Julobi Kronfuor Ba Fie. Isi wagana o mamu wimfi misremo Yeni abere afiwe. Mokai Kronfuor ba julobi demonstration. Yemfa ni nyina court you. Obi emu anofo. Yemfa ni nyina baby ma yenka asese bio adoda nkwa kwaku diga na fosika. Na so yetumi target demonstration say Kronfuor ba fie ana julobi house julo Kronfuor ba fie isi wagana. Enu nti ene meso Felix Apia meso me say Kronfuor Mahama and his appointees are beginning to expose themselves. Men franchise me to me the abatwi mu a. Yes say Kronfuor Darega Kwame Mahama ene na mpamfo a wapa won a womo ba ye say womu be wia womo akum na womo asɛn no womo start da omo ho edi emuda ho na so ma wan ko yen kran na maame nke Julo Kwakwe John Darega Mahama ke appointees kran na ye be ke egbemeni ekamechu ni in terms of appointees ni abake abaju afite ni agbegbeme ye Ghana ame boy expose of their own self. I believe I can know etemi clear. No fia no clear. Etemi column. We are sure etemi column. Bele we are inside more. One. Sure. We are se wo ho. Se oyo ho nipa bi a, hwe wani brade on kanokra. At a point ube wini, believe me. But se u wini echina die die chire baby aye nimguase. Na ene me no be susu sa na ma ni bi. I'm doing so good. TikTok phone in I'm on type one. Thank you for joining me. And the Janaba, Mama Yintrobi. Sure. Se utsene we ase na uma bitterness. So deal with that. I may bear me so for that will be my first sermon. Bitterness. The woman bitterness efa a whole body, the world would spit you out. And when you are so sweet, the world will swallow you. These are the famous words of one of my astute teachers, and near friend Mr. Parry, Yamin Currency, Radiant Way Preparatory School. If you are so sweet, the world would swallow you. And if you are so bitter, the world will spit you out. In this life, there is no condition or position that is permanent. Obra yeboy bibia niwa tese esiwo fapim se we di esiwo pim. In this life, nothing is guaranteed. The only thing guaranteed is the day you will be born and the day you die. Those are guaranteed. Ewu di ewu bewu, yabawu, yawu wa wu bewu. But then the question I'm a person in na yibisa ye ho. Wa wo hwe me wa wo tie me. Na ye ni na de to ya dwene mu. Na ye start manyansa nyame de boy yen ne ye papa ne ye mame ne ye nana no mo kire yen no. Ye man start eye adwuma. Politics is good. But not everything is politics. Memma politics and consume you to the point where you actually lose yourself and start saying stuff or chinebino ye frail say be ano untumi ano. More TikTok so hwe mechi a Sam George ne da mechi. Sam George in comma odie ne say Emebunu enjoy bet twa. Na omonfa sikano mudi twa bet no. Omo invest in asori in sorry chapels and church related issues. Na omonfa nye bi before flow. And then when I saw the publication, uni meno because I know this is who they are. Until I'm not surprised. But the issue is, how about the people now? Omoko lie to them to gain power. No? Do they understand these things? Omotiase. Abayin bi say we yi betting tax free. I feel you say betting tax no cry we yi free. Bet no cry free me 22 free we say den. Ghana for mama ye dia bro. Asem we dey be America. Mama yet this or ya wo se bufu se den bi mama ya to a baby pa de a twega na kwachi na ya hwe ya to kura ye demono se ya ma ye ni anda ho se nananom ni bia start ankasa sa hemfo ni bia start amie ya no sa sofo papa ni bi ankasa se nimdiefu e wo Ghana papa ni bi ankasa. The BR said the American political zone platform we so no ebere bi beba ye nya Ghana na wo watena na mabesrawo mom ye nhwe ye ho ye hwe eya abinum argument eya omo make eya na eya me yasa eya me sere ne say they talk cool but be honest. Country be anywhere why you cool a country need to me fan into my pefra. I want you to mention 2 countries. How ye cool I fan into my pefra. You know, recently some of the Tibonkoso people who haven't traveled, they hear Tuari, big up the Tuari guy. They hear him and then they think say Burkina Faso is some developed country. I'm sorry, it's not. Burkina Faso is not. One thing I only like about this guy, and I say he seems to be bold. That I like that about a leader, being bold. But when it comes to in terms of development, Boko is more developed than a whole of a Sebe, Burkina Faso. There's nothing there. But they want you to glorify a country like Burkina Faso. Politics in TOTO. Ye percent country be to say Burkina Faso. Ye painting the children say you're my papa. Or my girl, Ghana crane to me for you to Burkina Faso, Burkina. And you know why they are able to do that? Because citizens na ye youth ni bebre na sesank ye gene say adebio na ye Ghana ye jina hano. We have exchange programs, we have top universities that are joining with us and educating and enlightening the world. Since when? Since that and you are going to compare that to a country I feel of a baby quota for the first time in the country's history. That is what bitterness and ignorant politics does to a nation, and that is what we're going through. That is what we're going through. Mumbisa Burkina Faso say Bano top surgeries are health-wise. Where do they go? They come to Ghana. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. There are some medical procedures and they have to come to Ghana to do it because their facilities can't contain it. But yet to me at Ghana, 68 years old development amount say a baby banner in Kolako school on ye a baby banner on the asphalt bar on ye a baby banner to me the yet and sabi interchanges are on ye a baby banner of the top vessels the manavia on ye a baby banner of the sit down at the my judges and your judicial services are on ye a baby banner of the set up a special prosecution wing officer on ye a baby back no so to me must be in 6 years in a row the development in terms of economy macroeconomic indicators now point positive on ye nembo my baby back not promises of Bama Dokuno 1 CDR. Is this the Ghana you people want? Are you going crazy? What's going on with you guys? Ghana for Hamo, what is happening? What is so happening to you guys? And then you see that is not the Ghana I left 25 years ago. The Ghana I left 25 years ago had thinkers. They were thinking before you say something. They look at it before they look at it. You know, like you just don't move moronic. I'm sorry to use that word, but you don't have to move moronic and so bitter, so bitter to the point where you become foolish to your. I mean, like let me say, you become stupid to your own foolishness, if that is the right way to go, and then you go and throw yourself away and you can't even respond or get back from where you want. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? What's in Ghana? We in Yanseni. President Kronfuor be di adie ye de Asante for. President Kronfuor is going to sack all the Zongos from Ghana. Obe pamun kremofoni na, obe pamun pepefoni na free Ghana. And they throw the ash. Oh, I need dinner step me. Book now. Omo trauma president. President Kronfuor no. President Kronfuor be pamuomo. President Kronfuor be di 8 years. Rather, those in Kronfuor na ye ka say, Stebio Kronfuor ba be pamuomo no, were rather the people that benefited from Kronfuor's policy. Ghanaians, we saw it. We are not that daft. Let's raise up this argument. I will come to my substantive matter, but this is my opening remarks. Me pese Ghana for adwene mu bie. Ye ka kire yen book bi Asantefo be je Ghana fa Asantefo be ye say sadentia Asantefo ho nye tan. Because who's Asantefo to Abama party bi. President Kronfuor says go there wa Ghana ni na. Ghana oil sikeni na President Kronfuor jini ni na odeko ononkwa ni ekodi. Ene nyame ye Ghana dom. Ene odi NDC buy. Nyame the NDC man in 2009. Afi ebraso. Dia mo kan yesen Kronfuor we ya ye no mo mechi o mo mayen mo mayen hu dia eko. If you kwete na ade ne betina ho a or say they were political talks nsem wa ye candidate vote na nsem mo kan ni na no enye no kre na ja political arena de edu politics ya they said dia Mahama kan no ye kan no kre ne kakra ne akan yi ne kakra chinkanfa chinkanzo ya de frafra beboa. That is what he told us. Nyankopon magana fuo hunu se NDC nya political party etumi bu man wo mo adwene no enye amambuo ya adwene ye didi na mindi bi na de ya wo mu se dibi ma mindi bi ne ye mfa nchechire man ye de chechire afuro because enipa mienu edi bi na fu na ye kesi o wo mu neighbors ye ndi bi kom de yen wo nyansa na to da na make asa mo fa adwene ne mame ma hase me be dada obi Mayama adwene na ho na ye lose ye Ghana. We are losing this Ghana as I grow. You know, we are doing NDC, MPP, and I remember we're MPP and we were NDC. You know, we are losing Ghana gradually and we are not seeing it. Okoka. Now, excuse me to say, the low grade IQ ones in between start making comments with their stupid emotions, which doesn't win anywhere. It is quite sad. So one, the Zongos they said Kronfuor was coming to take them away from Ghana ended up benefiting from something like FQ, like those Kronfuor or the was it capitation grant, inner city one development, which of course goes to the Zongos. There are so many of them making a free education, basic education, free maternal care, because with those times no free Zongo now I'm going to say we poor into no we had the tantan into no cash and carry national health insurance scheme. President Kronfuor Wiska betumi atua ne de Mahama Wiska Kronfuor Wiska BAWUMIA Wiska Nana Jane Wiska Obia Wiska menu mienu ni yeniska enti ehia card bi a ye de kwa ye betumi ahwe yen President Kronfuor na ye se obepam nkremofuo obepam zongofuo no ono ene beye ma won NDC for na what they call brofoka semu from social democrat a here for party no okay we be crab leap program NDC na yes a here for party no mo hwa di omo ye Ghana for President Kronfuor Jom National Health Insurance Scheme na ye adwuma omo kono na omo ejaka 1.2 billion atoso ntino do card kwa na ye hwe service providers by year demonstration say abain tua ye car or the we are not going to let the service work again. It's Ghana. It is sometimes then I say meaning say Gen Z for na your moderness how say one more munim so much share than yes. When people try to pretend as if they don't know John Mahama, it makes me just wonder what type of Ghana we are or what type of people we have in Ghana. We know Mahama, we know him. He showed us his colors when he first got a chance. We know him. Stop doing these things to yourself, guys. Free maternal care. Adentia. Yes, say, Gana Quanim and Prewanin say into no crown of Brima, ye brim and sour the number intino. Sebi. Oba time pa kolaf sebi akolashen yemne and sano. Nanka sebi oba or nyamso de osa. Skaben or deco hospital. Oh, nyeska. Obedu time wa walk on yesi akwalana say breach birth de and de. Oh, when yan bano, oh, my men akwalani ni newu President Kronfuor said there be. Young Francis say be me here for now, woman here sa de no. One yemu day one when you ya we call register or hospital kwa when you we call hospital ya show walk up me da we be wa fa ba. President Kronfuor na the buy. MPP are buying at the buy. Ebe ye adwuma je nkwa boae. NDC for no metwam. Ebio social democrats ehiafo party inti ye de ade ba na se bo ehiafo a me expect say party na ye say ehiafo enkoto aba emfama no MPP for ye dwe MPP for ye arrogant MPP for you too no NDC for na bre ye ho ase ye enkoto aba momo wo na dwene ehiafo ho no wo ba dia wo ye arrogant no e de ahye ho e de ama wo no ye pepa free ho na ya mahiani no ho akere no na hiani na ni atutu agu ne nsam. That is NDC. That is NDC. What's what tap on the screen? Let's go. And as a phone I gather, am I ready? Let me take it a step further. Ebra President Kronfuor a free honor. Na Ghana your growth. I think lower middle income type of a just not we were there. Ghana buy into the limelight. Our business is a flow. Afetia. Ebra NDC free honor. Na dum so ntino enyuma kakra no kra Kronfuor to me yeah car system no baby I shut it down. Come on, don't let us act like that. And your politics in Obama when you say you don't remember this. And it is only logic. If you have a company and you operate with electricity and there is no power supply, can you operate? You can't operate, so you shut down. That is the reason why under John Dramani Mahama, even though he came to meet the lowest unemployment rate in the history of Ghana, John Kwame Dramani Mahama inherited or started with the lowest unemployment rate in the history of Ghana. 2.17%, 2013. Mutie. 2.17% unemployment rate. Oh, free or no? Unemployment rate was 5.6%. And you know the funny thing? For the whole 4 years of John Dramani Mahama, I dare them to come out and come and challenge it so I can disgrace them the more. The whole 4 years, unemployment then reduced to 1. Mahama was not able to reduce unemployment by 1% for the whole 4 years. Mahama is a who ampo. Oyeho, Magana Menina, Miss Belly, oyeho, Tracy, oyeho, who do you? Oh, no, because when it comes to thinking to drive a nation forward, or you're bankrupt and shouldn't be brought anywhere close to governance, but because of your concertness, if that is even a word, because of Pesamin Kuminya, NDC ba menya appointment, NDC ba menya contract, or my memwodi enye or my nebebre, and so me kwesi menya kakredi. Enti ye twa troni amfo omombra. Me de omo ba Ghana be ye. And then aren't you guys ashamed? Aren't you guys ashamed? Maybe end this in Yanka for this whole week. I will not go on news. I will not even try to talk. But unfortunately, it's a party that knows no shame. Sadly, it is a party that knows no shame. The party as a mom ferry dear, dear, you know, as a more callously stupid, you know, like, because callously stupid, because sometimes they act stupid and then it comes back to hunt them like it's hunting them right now. Okay. Let me start by saying, I told you so. It is the movie I'm watching on YouTube right now. Me sha say a chimba mama da say, I can say I told you so. Meba. Mo kai chewe. We a Koda Media, I'm working on a radio station and I'm here to my home. So mo kai. I mean, ya to abawi ye no. Me ye program bi e wo Koda. That time no na aman for a ho Ghana for ye ra ho. MPP for ni bebre nu ye ho. Ya ye basa. And I make catch them say. And the video is there. It be that me page, you know, so yeah, I'm going to after election, you know, so I'm here. Now me can say, mon kam akoma entomuyem. Munye di, and I'm a na Yesu, bako amamo au, ifrise, okui. Yoku, wouldn't be now moon ye. When you make us over Kwamo, Nanso, on come mouse a one position on. And that is why I love my boss, Alaji Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA. The Kai say, Yenny, I was circle no mute, yes, Papa, we say, Oko concede anopa. But that Cape Coast, you go. Hotel be na me yema me say daddy, why so soon? Na me sign the to city me hwehwe eyi ana beba no omo kan saying ada eyi ana beba me hwehwe na me say no Charlie, this thing is not good. And you good cry na, why would this man do this? And me who say this man considered so Ghana can prevail. Not so, BAWUMIA can show how powerful he is. And that is why I'll forever love him. BAWUMIA conceded because he knew, okay, that should he try to delay, Boni ana sa abaifuo kuo wei no mo afo no no mo de be ye adwuma. And I say, listen, unwuye enti onseye. I say unwuya unim de ubenya. I can see na mako. Na say ye Ghana for ne pene me ame party pese ye nkoto aba. Na ye behwe na yatena ho de anye hwe. What am I holding on to? Should I even hold on to the presidential? Look at what they are doing to us in parliament. It wouldn't help. So as smart as Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA is, may Allah bless you, may God bless you and bless you and bless you. We will never forget you, doctor. Or se me mame BAWUMIA me to me kakra menya me to me di aya boys mundio no. Me mfa nye sa. Na emu mekwa akwaji atu. Anopa sharp. Energy too. Oji tu na spiritual realm na tene ye. Utie. Na spiritual realm no tene ye. Afei party a ye win power. Essence and by now ye dwene kwanya challenge say ye ba. Ede ne de ne be any different from the ye no first time omo pamo ye no. Okay, no musi dum so. It is say ne ba no matter what it is. Sika here say no. Say ni making sure say can na gina so because Charlie dum so was one of the reason why I dey got to no position. Charlie, almost say infrastructure. Charlie, say no infrastructures. They say one district, one factory near DNA. Or my no, my yes, young pecoin beer. Ya debate trim said you be a Ghana for bear. The money a bet now some more. We didn't see this from the winning party. Instead, what did we see? Ma Jimmy wow, mo ya juma wa, obi ampie, ya bay na abasu. Banduru, wallahi, barka, Allah, hey, to pay for. Na, colleague of one so aba. Kwa ajiapo, kwa, be on the NDC, ni yono, kwa, the fair, that be on ma, hey, NDC for. Obi a ye hwemo se mode obi a ye hwemo se bi o mode bibi beba na aboa na mane ama tumi akoso no mo ba ya de amobe ni ne ye koya na se ye bai enti ye kra da na ye dwen after that no ko ma wie ye dwen so ma wie afi de ye say Dr. BAWUMIA akokonsidi dia any city or parliament in I am farmer on. Yet we have people ni kran where we in as a winning holding I buy ye 2 minimum ya do seat. And not don't pray, you mean who am BB and honorable big up. As we speak, a queer 3 years constituency still don't have an MP. Now, Arahusama woman say, ye to me 92 ba, akwala ye won 92. No, I bet you now. Hey, all the foolish NDC boys, how many of you want to die? Come, I will give you 5,000 people. Come. This boy was indoctrinating people, lying to people. I need 5,000 people to go to police station, inciting bad things to people. Go and cause mayhem as coalition centers. Yenyasa Azuma blow your dead chideway. Moi, sabe, utina Ghana chen no. Near was Samina be a near friend Azuma bro, Obon Krua, na ye round the din. Sam George, sana why you huna we shape so bon Krua. Yenya nipa fonsa, emonu to me call Baba Sadiq, Honorable Patrick Boama, echo the constituency. Emonu or no Sam George ya onye isino, declare Baba Sadiq winner of a contest near Ghana. Who told you they were ready to govern? They were ready to gather. And we saw it. And we brought your attention to it. Instead of you people taking time, Sabi Mahama okono na kane ensisu Ghana ni ma nye boni ayema mendis ni medada wo se Mahama solve dum so oboa because until 2017 May na dum so wo hon kakra 2017 May na nya Mahama na wo ho argument kro omo ye ne say omo se okofa power plant bi na ba ye na me bisa say mesrem John Mahama efiri aban mu no sa ayi power purchase agreement or the emu de he na na ya connect ya na etumi magana power one even power one efie ba akokura mu power ba akokura ni wa na etumi ya adwuma nso na ye take or pay we ya no kre Ghana for me and NDC MPP nonsense. No, let us open our eyes and save our country. It is getting worse. No one can say one nan you know say Sebio a ban saying and a John Mahama first time doom so by or my so many excuses went to me and yet. Inti Kronfuor ne de ono de magic ben wonya ya 8 years no unya dum so unya ya was 10 weeks out of 8 years 10 weeks power interruption. You can go to Ghana Energy Commission and check. And then Kronfuor ye the different here no to me keep Kanye on no because Kronfuor so on $5 na massa meje mfinom on $5 na mass the likes of Samuel Wukune ho anwan ma buji na ponom. Na womo akocheche no kwan so e wo bra kanea no adum nti wono de ode kanea ni sika na betua kanea sika on fa ma party boys Kronfuor do boni oye ni His Excellency na nado danko Kronfuor do boni oye no electricity bill no Kronfuor do say onu so wo ho kwan san ko besesa no dollars no de ama abuji na po asenso bo achenom no mo de agugu o mo ka mu na wo mo so mo de nante e de ya adoye nenso wo so de be ya adwuma makane na ejina o Kakari TV welcome nti we nyansane a na nya bro bi na wo TV ase na ate Ghana na apese odi Ghana why aren't you asking say hold on though. When Mahama was there was doom so now Kronfuor came we didn't see doom so. Finally, Mahama is back again, and we are seeing doom so. Why? What is happening with our money? Why are the critical thinkers? You guys are not thinking about this. It shows you he is incompetent. He rather use the money to buy cars and share, to entice people. When your record is not good, you need to pay to stay in power. And Mahama has seen that. Say ebana membua. On to me nkoda nwene bibia outside the box in famba enti sika na ewo ho no meche dia macronis no me dia protect me dia me ye bone kra no ye meka say ye na ye fa kata so. Okay, now after the noise that the NDC made omudedeni omoniama omoyeye ni na echi ebre bedu ye se mo ena mo ba aban mu na ebre a omo wa aban mu no asemo a omo kato Ghana fo tirim ne se Ghana fo no kre nyame anim na yenim se damage ni this deep. Yes, we want to many ama we so keshiri na nye meboa no kre me pacho ye papa Kronfuor obedi ade 2017 ye nche se din ni burudu anope bi amagana ni bia o. Hello me pacho mutie in 2017 Nana Kronfuor obedi ade no na ye nche Bon Vita na ye nche Tom Brown ewo Ghana uti oba ye na Ghana da so de ka ani etua oba ye na Ghana the energy sector levy to the point say debt to the point say na NDC for na akofa bibia say friend Esla Esla ne be den e betua kana woma battle from 20 it started from 2012, yes, and then the majority of it was in 2014. Until Esla na and we left you Esla, and Esla ne sike bia nem no waka se wo kofa ko yusu. Esla na ye nhihye ya ye ne o creditors a hihye. Inti scan be to mu no mate, akwese wakwaje bank loan no. To mu no mate, and so yet now home NDC for be dada and say woman set Esla bond be na no na makane na echina. Isn't the Esla bond there? I don't know any nyina. Why the critical thinkers? Ghana, for let's wake up, please. Let's wake up. I'm begging you. You love NDC. Yes, it's true. Me too. I love MPP. Where we have reached, it's not about loving MPP or loving NDC. Let's try to love the country. Let us now try to shift the whole paradigm a bit. Let's do something different. Now, me do me part, me prayer. Are we here? Not all tap so. Not all share. Not all like it. Not all tap so. Not all share. Not all like it. Not all follow. Nenyami so shira. Okay. John Mahama ba second time we. Ratty, big up. I, for one, didn't think, say, God factor, big up, said he would even have one excuse. In opposition for 8 years, somebody who has been a president before, you should have by that time recruited every sensible person that was in your first administration. Instead, Mahama decided to select the same foolish boys that made him fail the first time. John Jinapor was the deputy energy minister when Mahama was there as the president when Dumso was at its peak. This time around, Mahama said, even though you supervised Dumso and didn't make Guyana become productive, now me elevate to the work of energy nankasa minister. Mahama foolishly again went back, brought Atuforsen, who was the finance minister. Na penso. Why you with savings and loan kakra? What do we see kakra ko to bank? Na wo ko se wo ko yini wan kasa wo sika na ya ka kire se sika di wonti anye se wo twen next week. Atuforsen na ye deputy finance minister. Owi afi. Ma men kire ade. Go to 2015, 2016 Bank of Ghana reports. Information in there, okay? You don't need me to tell you. And after you read that, if you still think Atuforsen should be your finance minister, then I'm sorry for you. You are doing it because of party politics. Sam George was part of the communication. In opposition, and the data, we can't buy data. We can't buy data. Oh, data is hard. And at the end there, when I come, we will see, you see, Alfred, let me tell you, Alfred, let me state it empirically clear. Alfred, Alfred, all these is regulation, right? So as a party in power, all it takes for you to say, oh, you know what, you gather the telcos and then you let them know, listen, hey, you people are on our soil making money. Now, it's all about, Alfred. So this government is incompetent. This Nanado government is callous. This Nanado government is wicked. Alfred, that is Sam George in opposition. Right now, I'm leading the charge of the Stubborn Academy. We have to show Esla that, Ghana is not for her. We've done this job before. Sam George is the communications minister. Maybe I maintain so any telcos are quite nasty. Say a better data so. and I bet phone charges so onye da me buy maintain says Sam George akase your network ya sebio entumi nkwa chire one mo di etwitwa no ye the fiber ho bi ba ebeboa ye hu ne policy direction na mom di aye hu Sam George say oh ye ne say BAWUMIA hene au BAWUMIA hindi no reba ebe ye fe wo Ghana say BAWUMIA bedi hene obegu na tanfo animu ase anyway mo fan to ma me chire no matrem ade na me kasa company a your friend Hoptel yo mo ti o mo baby yo o mo adwuma but down for Sam George ya why say Azuma blow why say amine ball a sabe amine nan shedan komu yi ebe gina ho say Hoptel your BAWUMIA dia na ye criminal entity. Hoptel na almost say your BAWUMIA dia na ye criminal BAWUMIA ye Kronfuor ni ade no enra de mo mehwe weekendi Sam George adi chia dem address no ne Attorney General Kronfuor na ene ebu aka ni simu a ene kwabna bu edu ni papers ya ba bonten Attorney General Dwane wonam Hoptel say oko Hoptel for party NDC you people will pay for it. You people think you'll get away with it mobi tuaka the amodi aye Ghana no mobi tuaka it won't say now no yeah the politics it will say S3 I'm telling you from June July going you will start paying. God is going to keep exposing you people. Ekufuado ewa bem abrantie bi a bronsam asra nano enwo ene etro ebenya sika a na ebi free Ekufuado na nkasa party fo bi ho ebema aboyi beye dwe eno nti no o call for the communications elections so we need hands down abrantie baye as communications director. First thing as SAMMY Jemfi Ekokan and say Ekufuado ye arrogant. Hey, Ekufuado president then arrogant and say SAMMY I tell na okay we too kwan wa bra one country parliament. Now the awo cannot hear say te hwa na Haruna Idrisu nom. Sorry waka. No, Mr. No, Mr. Speaker, it is not true. As a matter of fact, we have evidence of letter from Jubilee House signaling that the president will be out of the jurisdiction. SAMMY Jemfi and so I feel sorry. Now, economy, nanka modwen so mo de be politics en yadwuma. Amembu ne ekoso. Enti se adwuma na ye de ahwe omo nsa ne se omo ye ne ye dia the only thing we can do is to attack them and their personal or their personality. Enu hunti ye be jai amembu na esa nkomo hwe se de Ekufuado ye na etene anase entene no na omo de be ye family and personal attack. Ena gabia chire dako, ena gabia chire dako. And the president's nephew, the president's nephew walks around like chested. You know, me say these people when we come to power, we will go after them, we will deal with them. Hey, SAMMY Jemfi Tobu scenario communication keke. You are not the communication minister. You are communication for NDC. 6 million people. Tobu ase Ghana ye 33 or 34 million. SAMMY said there be on tiasie. Na me oya sa de we ni na de ana ye me ya e wo SAMMY Jemfi ho ne se ne di mi na na de betena ho di mpanifu atem se Ekufuado no na to no me kwa de me friend na na do se Ekufuado amembu e shambolic o ba ye obi o ba ye umbi adwuma o se bank for me kan so banking cleanup sector yedema Mahama 2015 kohwe Wanye. What's the money I say? Me say 2015 IMF dealer NDC Koji, you know. The banking sector cleanup was part of it. Mahama was afraid to lose election, so he didn't do it. But Kronfuor took the bull by the horn and did it. The first argument they raised, how do you collapse a bank with 21 billion when you can save it with 9 billion? More for a bia nyansa na nkwasi asem we mu Ghana ntimatumi abetena power na nyame betua moka onyame ofa nche moda ya di over 684 million Mahama na the my banking heads na woman fan command depositors eguye adana 6 million man fan revival banking sector. And so you to make come and to Ghana need to say, all Ghana needed was 9 million to save the bank. And the Kronfuor is so wicked, he want to destroy people he don't like. So he used 21 million to instead of 9. Na Ghana ni ajedi. Na Martin Kpebu, na no se Kpebu, Martin Kpebu and Nimsa Betia, Sebion Prediasa, Yadia Yika Krafra. No, better TV3. No, I wrote to no one named Quasiane, Sebi. Fanquasiasem. Lawyer Nika said GYIMII. Martin Kpebu. But so I am not in the Nimse Kpebu. A dinner, no, and Nimse Dina Kpebu. No. Today they are quiet. Today such foolish entities like Martin Kpebu are quiet. God is going to pay them. We have a bit of money in our car. Uti. Osoro hini nyame ame kwesi apia me som no betu omoka ebe hu yede ani be hu. Yede ani ebe hu. Now, in this same dispensation, SAMMY Jemfi bestarte be ye niame bi ewo Ghana na otwe ne ho awonte ase. Sebi MPP for NDC for Ghana for ni bia na o ma adwene da ho no na eyo omwanwa. Because who born dog? Me who ye? Sabe, what's one for? How can you security service? So, Nancy and Yakwala no 1 year, Jumata. Na oye kujobunsu boy. It may be a powerful as say, a fade or not the would mean a soldier for Cassase. More soldier for more Ghana. Most way we ask one woman, I'm dead. How many 4 years, mammy? We wicked people. Some of you are very wicked. The security services in Ghana, some of you are wicked. When John Dramani Mahama was there, no one knew baby da. Ibino mona 5, 6, and then that down crab akumyinum. Nanka baby a banner or sit down and now you will police city Kotesano. Look at what they built for you people. Kwelubo, look at what they built for them. The naval base. Look at what the Kronfuor was building for the security services. Because 500 BSc triamo. Into mobile Mahama ba and the teacher for and to do for my year patch of the Muntia cat. Nasa bana mokoto and mobile swedi abaswedi. Diamokoto yeno mo better swear du aba e de nikene me na me ka me kire coronavirus ba o man bia to the bottom Kronfuor don't kwakoto ne boda mu asami jamfi say hey obo person obewi abanu mu ntina wakotum. Momia press conference. And the press conference. Adiachia press conference. And the press conference. Adiachia press conference. Hey, Ghana. Anka enkwanko sonwa. Yet Ghana. Yet Ghana. And a Sammy Jemfi. Akwale ya your friend is Sammy Jemfi. Ebe kachire yen Ghana fo nyina se. Eye nanado aban ye free bibi family and friends. Na ono Sammy Jemfi ni kuta ninsem 52 names nini na eye Kronfuor abusuafo. Kronfuor amom adwuma omoye. Na ye ntumi mfasa ent na Ghana. Asembe ni. Kronfuor so no so duabo papa. Wase so abusuafo nko akogu adan. Ede na hawo. Kronfuor yi onya ye ni yo. Kronfuor ede na wo kire. Na Kronfuor na sebe o fa position na wodi nini na akoma wabusuafo. Ajia tobo ase obeba ajia tobo mame na oba mahiti. Afe ye the names ne beto ho na ye nhwe names ya ba. Sammy Jemfi kura pen any paper. Na odu adwuma bi ma na obisa hey you what's your name? Osie bia my name is Yaw Ado. Yaw Ado on. Okay, o ye Kronfuor Ado. Kronfuor Ado Kronfuor ni bi. No ma twere odin. You what is your name? My name is Gloria Ekufu Yaw. Gloria Ekufu Yaw. Aye. Na Yaw no eno ye den ya. Oye Pacho Kronfuor Ado nipa mo fa nka ho. Sister, your tongue atwomoro Pacho udin de say. Oh me den de Obenwa Nanahema Ekufu. Pacho oka ho. Udin de say boy no ton kube no. Midin the George Dankwa Ekufu ka ho Pacho there bi me no ni fi asen oboa o ya Kronfuor Ado nipa na atwere udin. This is the foolishness we allow that idiot called Sammy Jemfi to turn Ghana into. Afi obi a wo de ado bia o ya Kronfuor Ado nipa o dwen so hwa opimso Royal Majesty Nyame ye na dom said de nyame hira ohempon de bia yi nyame ye na dom ema UN4 etonsa e de frɛ opemso sɛ omra na oni omummedi nkomo e wo UN General Assembly na nana say tu said de mo amunim so ye no nana tutu ne ntoma pa ne nchiame ne ade di na chi na nana kodu ho no na ohwe abrofo nanim kura na o ma hu se tumi bi ayeden ewura dan no mu na yesi ohempon mo ahemfo amowo Africa kura no ede na ya amoyo ase yehu se mo osi ehemfo de eyade ehia ewo Africa pa na eba no conflict resolution ehemfo di mu akotene na mimi say me a typical example because of seat I'm occupying into no etoda kra political misunderstanding ba afamienu ni na both NDC and MPP no they all fall on me and seek my advice and my intervention. So say ebano the role of ahemfodia very important. Now obetumi krepo aside a few examples. Examples ni bia nana cite yene say President Kronfuor Rawlings apenso na entawantawa bi wo ho na obomoden ejina mu kan ema asundwe adwuma President Mills ono so ne nanado ntam eno so opimso tumi kasaye ema empanifo mienu ite wo mo ho ase ema Ghana asundwe etna ha na dia abeye dekra wo mu ni se 2016 election ya ye call ye kra de na ebinumu ya adwene sanka ye nje decision no entum nanso otumi gina mu ema afamienu ni na ate ase ema ye nyae. The last one was this a year na the conflict ya na ekoko suwe na na kokansa sebe na na ntwantro yenya asame jamfi mutie yenya asame jamfi ma ne be ka kire Ghana mpanifo a yakọ school say ente sa kra Akufo Addo eboa na sebio ono his excellency na Addo no sebe krono ena Addo krono ena sebe ordinary akwakote opimso achi ena opeso opimso egu Mahama animu ase na ensida se opimso intervene in the 2016 election na opimso kasa na opimfo sebio na mebo mimu asema na we ye trofo sami dem fi na kansa ena na mehwehwe letter na read am na ewa na Julius Debra I know ye chief of staff any omane boama oye defense minister every mounting attack on Otumfuo say Otumfuo yet trustworthy na penny a woni Mahama say kura na esi a eye dan na eso Otumfuo ba bonten ebe ka kira mansan into Otumfuo atwatro ena Sami Jamfi the communication director through letters head the man the communicators ni na say Asemna esino are very delicate. Looking at the importance of the Asante Hini in Ghana. And the communicators na mo wa Asante memu no. Mo kwana mo kokasa. Monjiji opemsoso. Oh nana, ye nana nkasa ye, we dia nana, won kwaso o, Otumfuo, sikedwa, ye boy ye mu asema, nana ye somo da, nana nyankwada. That is how you communicate in Ashanti region. When you go to the Eastern region, you know most of the Eastern region people and the like Ashanti region people are one people. So over there, when you go to the non-Akan side of the Eastern region, insult the Otumfuo. Let them know that Otumfuo is an arrogant person. He's not he's just a simple paramount chief. He's not a king. It is him who is parodying himself as a king. Otumfuo is not a king. This is Sami Jamfi. I have the evidence on my page. I've showed it several times. Okwa krobofo no mu akodi Otumfuo atem say yo no nkwane ohene o Ghana okwa achemfo no mu a esan so Otumfuo na sebe oche hene wo anamfo fanti no try to praise them okwa baby a sebe Otumfuo enkrofo empa santofo asem na insult the Otumfuo tie the Otumfuo with the Ashanti people with the MPP say the MPP is an Ashanti party or say don't say Akan party say Ashanti party because if you say Ashanti party then the other Akans will feel like something is taken from them. This is written down as I make it is written down by Sami Jamfi to mount attacks on the Asante Hene. Yes, anything or Samba Asante Baba ye sebe campaign no call. Did he stop there? No. Sami Jamfi started insulting men of God. Anybody who spoke in favor of NPP, Sami Jamfi will come for you. What did you matter, baby? Now, money baby. Nyankopon oye ne nneɛma oye no wo na kwan so. Esan se nyame pese Ghana fo hunu se NDC especially John Mahama ne Kronfuor ye MTNT. What the bibi asho mo nsa ana meboa. Enso so muntumi hu they can't even find what to do. There's a governance no atichire omo hu di omo yomo. I remember in opposition. Say Akufo Addo kotwitwe ne se a na SSA or the toothpaste ne be kire Ghana for some patron na de mantini bebre o bete kakra bi anye sa akoa na ne se an se domo no okuja to kakawure abrokwa se project wi abrokwa ebebe be didi natem Public purse. Here we are, public purse, family and cronies. What happened? And near man, one candid tone and I do soon na expect to say, and Quebec dear. I made the number of Sanka by Nadia can another our tongue gun and dada. Because he ever twaban. You could find another book could be by I see a friend a Japadi book. Na ya shishe bibi adada. Tigana dear ye woo. Inti monfa ND Simra. Na omumbe prosecute one more omo fa a Japadi na omo ye Japadi book no woman. And there a Japadi book na ye jina so de koto abetia na nado MPP aban no. Ayira was system no ye pe copy atokra ye nya. And then Japadi book na ayira wo pe copy of a Japadi book wa wunya. Ayira na nka achemfu ku wi ade a yes yakofa na na prempe picture ade achemfu ni yeni hene. But these are things sad demonic boy na your friend Sammy Jemfino etoto ntesio di gu ne communicators enu se monfa nko sei nipa monfa nko gu nipa ho fin monko nipa ho nye tan na ye ntumi mra power. Tony Abuamichia me call Ghana the before I maybe call me call that was 2022, right? Yeah, me call 2022. Me call Ghana 2022. And I got privy to some of the things Sammy Jemfi owns. And I was shocked. I was like, how is this guy owning all of these things? Ntiyewana me anti Germany. Na Samuel Kanye no beto mu say. That boy has dollars in his house. And he showed it to my son. Said dollars here or winnie. John Mahama is that good. Boy need to Germany. Sammy Jemfi adamfo. Or call Ghana no. Sammy Jemfi. I no opposition no. ABA suitcase here. And yes, see this so dollar ma into no crown or you're shocked. No, so how did you come by this money? Because all no be on what brochure there's an unit here. So Charlie, Mahama is good, man. It's politics, man. It's not audio be a temokrana na emphasa me Jemfi. Na se nyameka so be gu animu ase a. One semu a wo kan and of us to go animu ase. Ebera Sammy Jemfi opposition. Say MPP for delegate congress and now one more conference be constituency conference people. Na omo che pure water. Obejina beka say ye the omani sika to pure water. Akoche chama constituency for. Obey press conference for home. And I'm with you. What guys Sammy Jemfi? Say MPP ni a party, make only or MPP ni keko only position. But say MPP ni a party kura no be dibia. Sammy Jemfi ade echi obey press conference aka say Sebio Ghana for sika and MPP for the trap omanum e dey party. Said the obey MPP home e time more. Sammy Jemfi be for ya be for be ya on one years idea. Ene nyankopon bo ano. Ene ne waba abem. Na answer na mest kosono. Mama me mfa the videos and line it up. The both videos ni we are. We're talking about.
No crew I am man.
Yeah. Sammy Tobuase. Here we are. You're talking about Endra, the latest edition, no quick. Na mafanipa be 3B. So
additionalities.
Yeah, we last one. Yeah, Ebacho Oshemini na Oshemi.
There were
Otrofo Bakusuni. Neba.
Government choose not to repeal LI 2462,
Another
which
one.
gives.
The NDC we voted for. The Saints. Now,
so there was this jandam about the American and the China trade war. That is why the CD is appreciating. And after realizing that the Naira, the CFA, and the other currencies.
Very, very. I had another SAMMY. Okay, we are.
It's to be sacked. You think if it was under NDC, that
yes.
was in office? No. It's not be a matter of Madam Sliadapa resigning. Madam Sliadapa should be sacked. Simple. Why? Where did she get that money? It's not just even Ghana.
To understand it. In section 1.3, you can put it back on the screen.
Yes, we put it back on the screen.
Once money is found in your custody, and you cannot account for the money, and that money is disproportionate to your income.
What do you do? Yate. And I know baby I do video bo. And no me bebo video see kakra. Na area ya fire. Sisi ana enkrofo adwane dada no. Munya abotre wate. Na aka kakra na me de submission abewe. Munya abotre. Abranche ya oda mi screen ni sui your friend no SAMMY the Lion Machine Gun Gemfi. Kronfuor techi amu akwadwobo nsu ne ye adwuma bo krono ma no a. Afi wobeye Ibrahim Mahama. Anso enipa ebebo a wo na wo di sumasi dwadi Ghana boni bebre wo sorry ana okasa in opposition se sebio eye nana do ne na ban eya Kronfuor a omu wie ska na omu throw ska left right center mencheno Yamane de ne kakra na yentie. Yamfa SAMMY.
Na ukruwa yamma, na ukruwa yamma.
Omukasa
na ukruwa yamma, na ukruwa yamma.
Omukasa because of nsema amuka in opposition. Some army we dey ba awoko.
Na NDC ni bia file petition.
Now, I'll pause it here na maka asem. One who the posture SAMMY Gemfide kasa. NDC ni bia file petition. Me pa cho one more file petition no. Maybe so. Obi the party television mo. So mo ye NDC ni so mo ye MPP ni SAMMY Gemfi onimu ana. Onim. Nanso what here talk confidently say nye NDC ni bi na akọ file petition say yemfin yi no. Na obi kruwa na ayema e na ebuso. Ende kwa say SAMMY Gemfi minim so ye kwaku. Do you attend no be kwaku. SAMMY Gemfi ano akoyi kama no adentia. Me ye research kakra ko ni krom na me ko hunu se ni krom nheda anya sa ehiafo egu odoso. Nkwade ehiamoa wo ho edoso. Na SAMMY Gemfi ekohia sikani baako endra wasi somwe na mema dollar every ni wo so. So me say na nye dollar ina Kronfuor ise emu aye den na Ghana ye niska ya shishiska ni na MPP anya yeska no obi aye nya uska de ye den ena wutumi nya dollar na nka me hu ye aye te abrochire kra na dollar na bondre ne ye nibi udie abrochire ye yi dollar na ye se ye ya 5000 no kra na ye de ko shipping container ho ne ama mebo a but ye nya SAMMY Gemfi enra ne car boot sidi ba kokora pomfra dollars nko a ya no mekai obo onwum bi oboye abuwa konkontiba me be ni aye kese na madani aponchire ni abuwa konkontiba obe ni aye kese na wa dan ya ponchiri ni ene wenyini wa ya ponchiri ni konkontiba wa ya ponchiri tale rap ne mba o pati ase na rap ne du ba bia o sisi dis na dada ye ndi bio eho na masem ni si ene Sammy Gyamfi ka kire hiafo a wo Ghana se wono Sammy Gyamfi de na ban wo power ene Sammy Gyamfi ka kire NDC ti bonko so agimifo na etie no koto abama ne se Ghana musidis na dada o ndi bio ana anu a wo pe ba bi de ne yira kọ sebio akọka na butu o keke no o se Ghana hotels e o na mpani na anye sane aklami sane aklasa mi ale keje na ka e ka Ghana ena o ma ne yire so ena o de ne kọ Miami eho ena o koka anu ko butu ho wo pe buro ni bawo enti wo ma meye sebio wonu wo ba ne kura na wo Ghana na koda no hu bibia akọbọ Ghana da bi ye kọ Miami na koda no sebio Holy Ghost ni dabi ayasemu obuga community na no na emframa no ye brand new Sammy Gyamfi dia woda kete papa so ene ne yire ekabutu kabo a eye wo NDC ni no Stella young girl Aisha to Abiba Rafiatu oda so te ho amangudua se ne ye fawo yamfa wa amangudua se adantuom ena no wo ye yanka watchman wo bọ mobu akumu oda so di Ibrahim echi ena GYIMII bongo nkwasi antokwa ena wote ayi ablekuma ho ena wo ko NDC ena hedwobodo wo eba ne say yati hotel so 50 cedi kura wuntumi nya bi na ade oba akodem asa odi ni bi asesebe Sammy Gyamfi di oso ono no pe obey the wind papa bi wo Miami utuwe wo ba no nsan da bia ne wanyinya wanim ade da wo ho so boys duro dia nyono dia gu yakoma ho dia sey ya bra kwa oniska ka na no benum na ko benum de yin Sammy Miami say mo NDC akwase ampafo no no obo champagne we sipping on the champagne Miami style she any glasses I'm glasses no I'm shima mo Sammy Miami kenso wa Sammy Miami said there be na se Nigeria for face wo mu woska wo mu niska nchen Ghana for enti say wo bi a friend o $10 and there won so say ni your friend Sammy dollars and that Sammy dollars about town Sammy the dollar man mesra wo see di na wo $10 bia no mesra wo amuti sebe ebrochire ni Ghana no say Sammy Gyamfi adwuma a wo ye no wa ma ye hu se wo pe dollar equivalent ya wo di cedis na ma no be ma dollar wo Ghana wo pe fresh dollar ko bula ko hu Sammy Gyamfi o deal in dollars na cost ni na no dia ashamabufu a me decide because it's not like we don't know Sammy Gyamfi is a thief. We know he's a thief. It's not like we don't know he's a liar. We know he's a liar. But cost ni na no. There was one person I was expecting an early write-up from. Amen to ye. Kwasi ampeni kisi ajabe oho. Amba. Mpeni for the mfanche me. Why? Mfanche me na. Sa kwa ne de. I can't hold my mouth on him. Ajabe ne de debi. Ojajanchie olonto yo kisi ajabe oho. Kisi TV3 special prosecutor Ejabin owo Ghana. Oni ho. Maintaining kan. And as I made a video where a human or you know, sabe etiana ka enough. Ya bana ya bekasa. Utie. Ya bana ya bekasa kisi Ejabin na semina. Not some hypocrites among us. Try some of again. Cecilia Dapa. Why year public service for how long? President Kronfuor Penso, no a minister. Kronfuor a personal minister. Cecilia Dapaah Kunu a industrious architect, not just in Ghana, but for Africa and beyond. Malls ne plazas are where sisi na nasa woman may see in Africa, but draw dry sisi. Enya de ketua. Sebium prediasa. Monfan chemi. Cecilia Dapaah on 3 ohiemu. Says Sammy Jemfio. Tieni. Mama Cecilia Dapaah. Won 3 ohiemu. Ono kura de yesi wo kokura ko bi semu a wo maame no wo papa no no kura na ba bi ani free na nkasa na no wo ye gangalies dada eba ne sikamu a nanso yetumi ka kire obi a oye Ghana ni se Cecilia Dapaah with all na buruchire we to kwan the properties e we buruchire na dan ne niam e we buruchire ontumi nya 1 million nti so hu se sika no e wo ho a. And now, if you are found with the money, we are guilty. And then Sammy Jemfi has been caught by the same precedents. I'm calling this now, Mr. Demo. All NPP communicators. Moamuwo BAWUMIA, Moamuwo Ken. Mr. Demo. As for this week, we know Momiamfa Ken. BAWUMIA and to her for just this week. Mr. Mamu, the next week you guys can go back to it. Until Sammy Jemfi is sacked from that office, we have to mount pressure. Some of you who can contribute, let us join hands. The various pages, let us organize a demonstration until Sammy Jemfi is out that office. And yes, our boy no be Ghana. 4-month penny on this CD. 4-month pay. Sammy Jemfi in this CD's bill $50. I feel MPP for my grand. MPP for. Afi and Amwedwa. Kwasiampeni kisia jabin. Ebe goose Cecilia Dapaah hu fi poto. Owie na obeka kire ye ni na se. Asem no na odwen so betumi ahwehwem but ohwe ye no ni jurisdiction so de behwehwem nti ode koma yoko. E pa twa asem no ko yoko wate yoko nka. What is Cecilia Dapaah sebe the case no I am passing Cecilia Dapaah we are 1 million and after Kisia Jabin that Ghana for on TV3 ni join news for formal kaba say Cecilia Dapaah the public service or ba wabesum one of the prestige politicians we have in Ghana or ba wabesum or titi ni we ye no na kwasi ampeni Kisia Jabin be ka kire say oh, mamma no cry no. Asem na me gini se betumi ahwehwe mu no. Asem no cry na me jurisdiction no inti no. I just say we will go to Yoko. Until you destroyed this woman in the public eye. You vilified her. You disgraced her to the world. Only for Kisi Kwasi Jabin to come and tell us, say, he doesn't have jurisdiction. God is watching. I mean, move video away. It's for any more about so God fact and patch on me. Basi see na my better time now. I see. I just want to run through about 3 of these quick. Now, one of NDC for Tibonko Sofono Ebinie. Now, mema break kakra. Break a mema ni me the video we na break. So for be a friend na Jegezi. Ebra mo position na oni police ye hwe no so. Na de yama no police e gina ne nchen da bia. And the case play here. And the Ghana force so we put in a 90 days or So imagine if Nanado has done this. Say Nanado software and as a software be a news for MPP ni. The police near and so need in the whole Ghana will turn upside down. Another Tibo Onkoso.
She should be sacked.
Muntie, I say
resignation. She should be sacked. You think if it was under NDC, that woman will still be in office as we talk? No. It's not be a matter of Madam Sliadapa resigning. Madam Sliadapa should be sacked. Simple. Why? Where did she get that money?
Okay.
It's not just even Ghana citizens.
Yo, Intino, Sliadapa should be sacked. Sammy Janfuso saying, my last video, I'm in Mama at Abem.
Lawyer to understand it. In section 1.3, you can put it back on the screen.
Yes.
It says that once money is found in your custody and you cannot account for the money and that money is disproportionate to your income, you shall, not may, mandate to you shall be deemed to have committed the offense of money laundering. Simple as it. Senior, you don't even have to look at the memo. This one is clear.
So that's
because people were challenging
at 10:44. We'll
it is clear. The money is found in your custody. You can't account for it. That money is disproportionate to your income. So the question is, you can only tell Iyoko not to investigate if Madam Cecilia Adapa has satisfactorily accounted for the money, or it has been established that that money is proportionate to her sources of income. Then matter closed. Then you give us those facts and we all interrogate it. What they are doing, they are damaging.
Yes, it's Sammy talking or say according to the Money Laundering Act, say you say sikebi wo na say sikano eso chain u pay SS wojia. SSA you charge you with money laundering because wabokrono. Okay. Inti yemfa Sliadapa enkojina jem. Sliadapa has the income sources and she proved everything. And then I'm the prove yenti NMA special prosecutor GYIMII se won to me nkan 77 but they come Iyoko so yedi case ne call woman to me ameka say bia Sliadapa case no no krebi wo mu say ampa ma me to me and defend this kana you finding on no. Now in the question in the ebisa say Sammy Janfi, $dollars now, Waketu ya is saying, it's over 200 million, and the demand Sammy Janfi, so found to good. Say, ne good in the Sikano, and the Yachiche, and the man software. Yachiche, a day to media, said the Abeya Wumudin Quasia, same say ya, yet to me abe Cavao. And thereby, how does the media be a cacas sacked away Sammy Janfi? Nanso visa scandal ye hu so obi akwaji school na Sammy Janfi mo to say yempamo pious NDC dia say omo jitu musa na say so omo accuse obi so obi a Kronfuor mo mpamo no whether say nipa na yo onye yo deal wo ho deal no mo mpamo no but say NDC need your koyesa dia we should look at them with different standard. Don't let us quench the fire on this very topic. All the bloggers, all the media people, all our communicators, let us go to market with this until an example is set. Because if something doesn't cause this guy, he will not stop his lies. Say BB and to me now, or because where the trust are, because when him said Trono ni be piano de na kwenim. Mini be here, na mama for enjoyment no so no be 5 minutes. Na omo to me the submission aba. From there, no near close. Ochina, yabesen ayeden, yabesen atwas bio. Me da say mutie me. So we say Sammy Janfi must be sacked. That is the hashtag. We say Sammy Janfi must go. Smiling hopscotch. We didn't crash say wo GYIMII phone. Don't worry. Obi a want to me for our papa no mama man from social media. Why should he even respond to you? DK Fire. Me pacho ube on you too. Now, 5 minutes of your time. Me da say, manenko.
say, Dragamani, Cookie champion. Dragamani, Cookie champion. Bluetooth mode. To Burkina Faso, Nanso, Nana to Bereno, near to New Zealand, Australia, baby, economy, empty, missing Camberry, empty, Wale, Bamboy, Depo, Oba, you say, oh, baby, Oba will be poor, Oba say, Oba, Monsieur Nata, who you Dragamani. Missy Dragamani. William, that is a the most Dragaman in the world. Is a computer anymore, but they have a funny function Dragamani.
Sapa, I bet you. Yes, Papa, yes, yes, of Papa, yes, yes, of they say, yes, someone Paponia, who took baby. Sir, say, Papa, was so what you for Bluetooth mode. Sir, this answer. Sabe, I casa yeka. Video on my party, party for Baku pay a good friend, a promo in our party, the casa yeka. Enti, Sammy Gempi, Uncle Fran and any hour, and Uncle Carver Compo. You have been in you of a baby. Now, Sammy Gempi, winning, I got that setino. I got that. Me say, that would be a money in some grada, because I got that. Senya grada, and now so, and away Pia. You want to have one thing, young. Your money just on you. Now, John Mahama, say, on your draga, and on your beer or your azan, and on your beer or your Kronfuor. Now, will be a valid. Let me say, so before I go the before, and I got us one of my John Mahama, won't go to play my players out or so. John Mahama, opposition, Yan Telecar, or Bedia, Diam Quadia, Yachelica, you know. And when the say, Papa Nagasana, William, John Mahama, according to information, it just said, while we submit them feeling, while and when you say what you what some pieces here, I just want to some review secret. And John Mahama, reason in here, later the one you say, that is the way you submit them be at what directly. They are that general Sumasiano, as to say no board also. Because Omu Bansa Omu Berio, Obia one aboard the Super Yachanica, obey a camouflage. So obey Sammy the Boma Sakino, and so no what Jessica went say. Media, Moment said, John Mahama, and Koswama, Sammy Jampinia Juman. See, I bet you not one to just 2020, you know. Ghana, when they shall get for the second campaign, or me, I shall get them. You shall get me as you are someone more Ghana, no Mutin Pacono. More Coco, Nasuano. More video if I take Coco, one say. See, or no better let us one. That's the kind of the Mao mono. Yes, I'm just the body in honor. I have a young kind of cities because Donald Project. One was a coward, and looking Wawama Grada, was a Grada, and for me defended. And looking on what they mark for Bamokia 40. Yes, another 2 3,001 of grand. Almost yes, as one by almost 1 million. Now, young mom, now say, John Mahama, a strategy. Or that's why you are getting free partisan. We are getting free, okay, no so. And it's a disaster now, I know. Now say, you guys need a focus on a grad. Don't say you have a grad that's in you. A grad, I'm so why you are there. So I mean, if you need to now, Sabigansi, one cut out number will do you cocoa. One thing I'm pretty careful for you, cocoa, now, what to one. And then I'm one preset, pretty cool. And then I'm why you go, said you want to a card. Now, Kusia, be winning. After your book, a card, paint, you have put the top on a gasson in food. When you put Piazza Kusia, what 5 George go rebel. Kusia, in a 600, 700, good or
just somebody wants them. We say that the one two or seven was them when you can't want to one looking to mother boat. We say that they may see there's 700. They say, who can that one be woman? If you say what any would you mean Kasa? Wouldn't have to say, and this is why I point to him. And no one going on. Open one and that's a big deal. Who back up your head, I shall go. Who back up the door? Sammy can be put your plan as a honomono. Who papa, they reinforce who dollar that. And now, who Sammy can be, me what? Hey, then as we just can as a hope. Sammy can be. One, they say when you want to work with you, one would your this is the park woman. One who says, the other park radio, one who cried on the show with you, Yeriano, and a call report to Nadia. Now, send me a call to grab 2 years. And didn't have my mountain and for the camp once. But I would get the Oticamu, and there was that tear robin. Sammy Jamfi, we have been can what is what crowd with your brother? Which never told you another one, Sammy Jamfi, when you pin. We have what you may say. That's the car we are watching my gradano. How is it? May say, the taxpayers' money pass, I mean, who knew that be a cancer battle? Who knew that be a backwards not cancer? We may say, when you put on the cancer battle, so send you Rockefeller again here. That is minimalus. Medasa. The American to say, Dragamani, okay, champion, Paddy Hinini, may say, Dragamani. Cooking champion, party in ourselves. And you work here. The Mama time what the Burkina and the theater. Another time, the international. Oh, and you when you do Mahama. May say, Mahama. When you have Coco and Tuntina on Nama, again, the Solomon, you to Saduna and Apple Temperature. Mahama, what you have Pamoto. When you should get the I'm watching my day.
Medasi, why are there? Medasi, DK Fire, I don't know. God fact and patrol, sorry, Chairman, I do so. Mami Tonka.
I was for Mechiam and a key for was your Mechiam party to a money woman. And my mama happy belated Mother's Day,
yeah.
Moana Mukru crying Katanka. In Titembia, and I said, you now quite yana. That's a really say by necessary upon my bus. Yamin shall be brave. Fellas, my main found quetchy cacra.
Matthew.
November 2011. And His Excellency, the former president, the late former president, President GYIMII, at the code of conduct by say so we are buying to maybe ultimate receive gift and as a car a sumbo 400 Ghana cedis. Sarah also now wants to ultimate my gift and as a car sumbo 400 cedis. Kopi and water and a corner crazy.
Yes.
Now 2015. A year 3rd August, and John Dramani Mahama Berry IKT near young Papa John Evans Atamos Eka Yene say Sadia now Emrano was a share in the real fee now Gusu Diso. In Tiamra John Dramani Mahama and Suya President, on one to see who can I say Ultimate Mark gift. As a public servant, a sombo, and I say, Sika, you do 400. Sarah, so now, continue so much. As a way, yes, it amounts to conflict of interest. Member started here, so. Fellas, if we are seen a country and Sika would buy Kuwait, Kuwait dinner.
Yeah.
Now, the entire Kuwait dinner in mood, do they say? Udu Kuwaita, young first get Fabian dinner. Oh, Kuwait, home to oil bar. Oh, your man, Ben, over Kuwait, so but oh, boy, your own music, and it's all possible. What's the sense? Cannibal music.
Okay.
And with your Martinia preserve Omusicano, Abba, Omusicano, Ejina, and answer. And Enubi ena ye na ye pesi ye na Ghana ye sika ejina ye nanso. We had the financial appropriation bill like call parliament or passing into law. Ghana has a ultimate physical Pia a neutral Ghana apart from a year Ghana cities.
Okay.
And until a year 2023 to 2024 more. All starting so moved to Sebi. Yen no more almost a pound.
Yeah.
So Emma na you say $100. I baby $100 and all the year day. Wow, the out person will keep. I then on from bank. And now they say, wow, the out would be to the fact send that kind
and I bet
a year 10 agreement. Who was a red control for the action say? Obi ultimate charge you in any amount apart from Ghana City. You know, because now people are charging rent in dollars. And apart from the foreign transaction, the whole current will be few no gas or charging in dollars. What did you pay for quarter? It's about 1 4. So back Kaya, Don Ramani Mahama Ban and say, yeah, so Ghana .gov. Who was that? Egusu Honum or say, I intend to promote a new political culture grounded in transparency, humility, and ethical leadership. Key provisions include requirements that all political appointees, 1, serve the public with integrity and impartiality. 2, place the national interest above personal interest. 3, avoid misuse of office or state resources. 4, declare and manage potential conflict of interest. Eschew opulence and be accountable for the use of public funds. Eschew opulence and be accountable for the use of public funds. Demonstrate humility in service, method, language, and respect of citizens.
Okay.
The code of conduct establishes stringent guidance to prevent and manage conflict of interest. In the idea of John Dramani Mahama Nankata, February 26th, or the by say, now Appointees na code of conduct or the Amomu. Nana Sami Jensi, Sicilia Dapad.
I knew.
Muamunim Sicilia Dapad. Sicilia Dapad was a lecturer.
Okay.
Ewa manoni.
Okay.
Ofri hono. Obedi member of parliament Bantama for 2 consecutive times. Why deputy minister? Why minister on 2 occasions? And he said, Cecilia Rapase, something or say before.
Yeah.
The whole African or yet African now president.
Oh, okay.
And now African now it is stated say Nukuna charge ticket when it comes to architectural design. Otimi ye a tumaba or CW or
Egypt, yeah.
Or G over $120 million.
Okay.
And he said, Moses says, Sama, anyway. Yakotu speaker one day, Mukino. Sabi, Yemuni Kronfuor. The Bible said, when you must them, and you leave a wow.
Sape pepe.
Me, a year, the other person, I don't care. Now, and not your platform, this one I will be by, and some medians here, sorry, as to a near mother, or you could go on to a giant humano, or on your communication way, and can say, PRO, Emma engineers and planners. Sell it. They will fact check this year. And then the verdict is false. Sammy Gemfi has never worked for engineers and planners.
Never.
Apart from Sammy Gemfi, a year for Jobo to PRO. Sammy Gemfi, indeed, he is not even joined to any law firm.
No.
And this is for how much the law firm Sammy Gemfi, no. And I'm sorry, Sabi, my said, you have clouded your sense of judgment with extreme political affiliation. BBN amu defending. Yes, Mimi said the co-NDC, they exist because of the government, because they rely on the vulnerability of the unintelligence. But Ghana has a Juma Pia, one of my public service for Ghana in dollars.
Yep.
A Juma Pia, anyway. The better should be asked. The president's salary is not up to 660,000 Ghana cedis.
No, it's not.
And the Ghana has a Pia one man or yes, Ghana to my public service. The salary. April more than $7,000.
Yes.
So it's 7,000 pounds. Because there will be no more. 96,000.
Yeah.
Will be near here.
Those are the top CEOs. Top CEOs.
Sammy Gemfi, one Piano Captain Dallas.
Baby.
$80 now, and then say you need the amount of dollars I will change, but what's your video now? Or the next for $4,
yes. Yes.
And you also need the fund.
Agrada. Sir.
And Agrada granted 2 interviews. The first one was you $1,000 and ABA. $1,000 $800 to be at the account. On one near granting interview said, Sabi on Agrada $800 a year. Right from the onset, Sabi $1,000 pounds would have. Now you need dollar, you need send us a $100 bill.
Yeah.
Sabi you know I was able to count 40. You know no kind, I was able to count 40. And ordinary I can say it's a man. And you want money number, you say $1,000, $800. Please, that is not true. And then we don't even care if it is $1. The fact of the matter is a human clear on the code of ethics. And now we call platform. Now, Shamu Mabao, Yan Chiano, and Brapo and Wakana. And I said, yes, these are classical, what do you call it? Obroni Becca said, ignoramus. He has not even read the Bank of Ghana Financial Appropriation Law. Secondly, Onimuse apart from Umra Constitution, every service has its code of conduct.
Yeah.
Me, I was at GES Ghana. GES, you were a code of conduct, your book. Ufa. Sambra, Ghana Constitution, but from Sambrana. You be you. You who's a criminal actor, neither the one man. I find you.
Sir.
Yes, you were here, a criminal actor. We give you to the police. The police. Yeah, code of conduct there. I have to marry to walk on up.
Okay.
Now, the Okoto, the Bodia. Fred, you have a media near me, person, me can't say.
Okay.
I don't even understand the reason why people are even trying to defend Sammy. Why do you cry more than the belief? When the Sammy himself have publicly come out and apologized for the exercise of indiscretion, every exercise of indiscretion via a breach of conduct in every service. Because I don't know a criminal and not a criminal. Once this is an exercise of indiscretion, one do so and you want to service anymore, you have brought the name of the service into disrepute, public disrepute, and public ridicule.
Sir.
And the Sammy Jamfita, one pound brand, Sammy Jamfita cannot explain where he got the pound because it's not the $1 brand, it's not paid in dollars. And to me, on one once the money is found on you, and then you cannot explain where you are getting it.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to.
Say $10,000, and then you said the cano. You see about for crowd, and even 14 crown. It means 14,000. Uyi kakra wo come man engineer na you pay and on the go utimima 14,000.
That's it.
The money so they ya just a media in zama mami 1 penny. Ya mane trawo so mami 1 penny. But ni am person me can say what is good for the Ghana
must be good for the food. But that's it.
Cecilia Napa, one for the brand. Over trained already this Ibamaso. Eddie na Chamkania, and Cecilia Farmer, I mean, one. On the ground for the Sabi, oh, mamma, may come out the moon. I tell the call to about women or some resign. And because if you have any little president, regard for Shewa, and
right away. Right away.
But I want to disappoint you this afternoon. The John Dramani Mahama, I know, glorify such things. It's not there. No, Sabi. Want to talk about the idea of
oh, yeah.
And the Samijan people, your friend is $1.
Okay. That's it.
And do you remember the Cotamino speech?
Yeah. To the army and the securities. Muntumi anyway.
All my Bamu crowd ultimate the whole ministry. I'm on my Bamu Manocre. Or no other more kind. John Dramani Mahama. Abba Baby said 1-star general. Abba all 15 generals. I don't want to shoot now. You are the other better. At the end of the middle, so please, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but Mahama will not fire Sammy today or tomorrow. But at the end of the person can tell you now and say, we might not have the power to sack Sammy. We might not have the resources to fight them. But there is one thing that God has given to us that nobody can take. That is our voice. Let's drum this thing home into the eardrums of everybody in all cronies and cranes. No. Who said, Sammy Jamfina Sabi. And in the end, this is one Sabi. Only the Knobo and a year campaign. And net Omocha dollars.
Yeah, that's a God factor. Very excellent submission. Mr. Marcus, where did I watch him? Patrick close here. Close here. Yeah, that's a God factor.
I will make it snappy.
No problem.
As I've no I would say, Durubajiwa Atrema.
Good job.
Maybe I'm a the foundations of all wisdom. Bible. Okay, Papa. Bible say, we are smeared in the wounds of our own mouths.
Yeah.
Ipe biara wonu masham na wode chire. Na mwesi no oyamfatu ho de ma mofroma Yesu de Yoruba. Yempemfu wase eshampobwo fofora wonante wo
Sasa.
Sami jemfi na adwene yende orugu mpemfu enyim ase. Manko no ka kire m. Ose hwe afebe biara okoto no ye na adwene de obokọ akohwe nanko ne bi. Afebe biara okoto no oye na adwene de okohwe nanko ne yibi mi no. Onke hu da na resu ne yibi oguo ma mansan boje. That is what has happened to Sami Jemfi. A Canadian code of conduct now. I will just read 2 clauses. 2022 Code of Conduct for Public Officers. I can clause 30. I say a public officer is to take reasonable steps to ensure that cash. I will stress on that point. A public officer is to take reasonable steps to ensure that cash or property that is entrusted to the care of that public officer is adequately protected and not lost, damaged, misused, or misappropriated. If you come to clause 34 now, also it requires all public officers to conduct the private and financial affairs of the public officer in a manner that maintains public confidence in the integrity of the office of that public officer. Now, Sami Jemfi, he read Anti-Money Laundering Act now. Only na Sami Jemfi quote no.
Yes.
When you display resources that is disproportionate to the office that you hold, are you clear that you are violated? You are engaged in money laundering.
Chairman, but hold on, Kurman. Yes. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
The lady in question, Agrada.
Yeah.
Wasn't she also arrested for showing money in public?
Well,
I can't there's some story be by. There was a story that came out. Everton was say the church was said then be some not obey all night. And was Kenye some obecha one office was said there and there. And almost the amount of school crown is too much. I don't know some kind of story now. And then the same thing I say play back.
Yes, but public code of conduct. But I got them for the on your public office.
Yeah, so no private citizen.
Yes, but yan share in Yankasa, Embra Yashe, Yadamaya, Yan Papa Mahama. I say, if you come to the code of conduct or Damanaka ministers now, on 153, code of conduct in 153, the interest of family and personal friends. Now, preamble, no, I say, public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability in governance. Public perception. Say, it has repercussions. Based on that, 154 also investigations and conflict of interest. Also, Article 218 of the 1992 Constitution mandates the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice to investigate all instances of alleged, suspected corruption and misappropriation of public funds by officials and to take appropriate steps, including report to the Attorney General. Sami Jemfi must be reported. That guy must be jailed.
Yeah.
He must be jailed.
Yeah. Sami
Jemfi must not go scot-free. Look, special prosecutor, Kisiye Jabin, MPP Koye primaries. One of our candidates, after being voted against, Osi Otiosika the man Kronfuor na when one to abandonment into a special prosecutor called him that where did you get that money to distribute? He was not even a public officer. Special prosecutor, because why should you dole out currencies, not even in our local currencies, dollars? If in my age, 15 years, can they boast of $5,000 in their yes, can we confidently say that about 30% or 50% of us all have $10,000 to dole out like that? Omangana ya pere ya teacher na ya pere ya self.
Bro, you go far away.
Now, remember the Nima. Special prosecutor has a case against Sammy Jemfi. Sraj has a case against Sammy Jemfi.
Yoko.
One code of conduct now. What you right now? Sammy Jemfi has wounded their own code of conduct.
Oh yes.
One step, if you read all the subsection, the guy has violated it. He has raped. He has brutally raped their own code of conduct.
Even Yoko. Even Yoko was supposed to be the first. Yeah, God factor, same thing. Yoko was supposed to be the first after waking Jabe. Yoko was supposed to be the first. Sadia we see, Yoko na na some common friend first. Man can see Jabe friend. But this is Ghana.
Let's look at 159 of the same code of conduct on use of budgetary allocation.
Okay.
Hey, as the public funds are spent responsibly in a manner that prevents waste, inequality, and corruption. What has Sammy Jemfi done? How many seconds what each other
Dollars. Mr. Marcus, dollars. Yeah, Mr. Marcus, me, that boy, I know say he is getting some money. From the way he started talking, no, I knew said there was some money because me, like I've said this story several times. Me and me auntie, say Mahama ko Germany or come on munu eduane edema Mahama family no. Into no he's close with Sammy Jemfi like that. No aneba eko Ghana. Or see some be a bag so no. Like suitcase will be a so no. Not even one city. And he got scared. Or no God or no Germany, no. He got scared seeing that much dollars in such a so he kept asking himself, where from this money? And the only reason I will submit the video and they say, oh, Mahama is a good guy, he's a good man. If you work for him, he makes sure you're okay. So he kept asking him, and all this money just say, yeah, politics. So that boy, hey, me ne plazas I know see, we could try in a picture, ne airport hills want me could try in a picture. May try and say, nka one way work to me, those times we were in power. Those times we were in power. Yes, me and and then
my brother, if you read all the articles in the code of conduct, they have just presented to themselves to guide their public discourse and the way they conduct themselves now. I can on one we should make sure public officers should make sure that there's value for money in all government expenditures by promoting efficiency, reducing waste, and spending responsibly. In fact, if you look at loyalty, even to the whole thing, also ensure that his personal conduct uphold the dignity, reputation, and integrity of the government. If you look at all that they have sat down to put together, paid with people, experts, to put all of these things together to guide their own behavior. And Sammy Jemfi being an acidic mouth, vicious mouth, full of vituperations and invectives, bringing great men down with his lies. And this thing has happened to one of the most vicious, dangerous, demonic spirits in Ghana. He must go down. You see, but Mr. Mahama cannot touch him because he has been positioned with a grand scheme of looting the resources of Ghana. And this is just a bit of it. Look, yes, Marcus, why we Sammy Jemfi, you know? Why
I know they you there. Sammy
Jemfi and the NDC played on the emotional keyboards of the vulnerable people and pushed this idea into the heads of Ghanaians that they are suffering because Akufo-Addo never cared for them. They are suffering because somebody brought a Japa deal that meant that whatever good that the president was doing for them, throw it away and cater for your interest and that of the future generation because somebody wanted to capture the state of Ghana with their nieces and friends. That is why Adibiara president here, look at the PSHs. The vulnerable people in Ghana did not remember even the PSHs because they were made to understand that their resources have been hijacked by a certain group of people. until they wanted to save Ghana. If you wanted to save Ghana and genuinely you voted for NDC, at least the chickens have come home to roost. Know the true intentions of these NDC people. They are demonic. They are demonic. They are dangerous. They don't care for you. And Sammy Jemfi is just a tip of the iceberg. You see, on Uncle Samponu, when he had the opportunity to come and apologize, honestly, he is sorry because this was not meant for the public eye. Or you're sorry for doing that too. Or you're sorry that something that they intended to do in their closet, it is now being viewed by all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it means is that what they are doing in their closet, we don't have no idea. Yeah. Fellow Ghanaians, we warn you about these people. And now the chickens have come home to roost. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marcus. Free, you are the last one. Unmute yourself now. Let's finish with you so I can.
Yeah, next year will be nothing so my boss Wabaso at my power. Oh my God, I think what has happened is indicative of the fact that a brass will say create ever politics. Now, if before the can't say something on sack, such a final point, it will be air to the false here. Can you say the other thing is now pointing right back at you?
Yeah.
And you can see that in this case with Sammy Jemfi. The people say he is even worse several times over than what he's been accusing other people of. Say, Obetina, time no more opposition, Obetina, radio, Subetina TV. So, in some of the company, Waka, which are not your show. And then look at what he's doing.
Sister Diana, check your message. Sister Diana Rivers, check your message. Yeah, I'm sorry.
4 months, Million, 4 months. How can you boast of $10,000 or whatever to dash out like this?
Yeah.
You can have the way. You need prime minister's name, MPs. You don't want a public transport.
Yeah.
So the cassette, yes, at the 3 hours. Now you passing through the process of auditing that. And can you actually explain how
account
you got
for
all
it?
this
Yeah.
money?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
At all. Very, very impossible.
So what are you trying to tell Ghanaians? Say you are there to enrich yourself. And now me who picture be na me swim. Young lady be a wow. And then the passion a friend is and we see quite a baby or Tom pure water.
I saw that video. Very, very sad. I saw that video.
And I'm thinking, where are they? Ghana. It is always cow each other. And yes, I can also invest in programs. And they must have all this poverty every Ghana. I glad that your question is saying, if not, say, who recruit you for 28. Example, me customer in question. You make Kenyan say, Nakopone 2 Nkofobi so etia.
Yes.
Edi no kredie aba ama.
Yes.
Madam Wasi.
Edase. DOB. Pacho Kasawai, DOB, Pacho Edu so Kasa.
So, basa me
Pacho.
Ayana, ayame yase. Seni pata seni wo na oyese. Only soon I drink who say a woman, Minway catch me, and throw the OD. The problem is Ghanaians in Nano.
Okay.
7. It is the one good school Kurana to be cancer match or not. Would they want to me who says some okay? They pay a and throw a OD channel. Ghana for 2008. Physical activity touch on myself. My penny for the Ghana gold in the Akusia.
Okay.
Oh, UK.
Yeah.
I'm at the bush for.
Remember.
And I am throw to Ghana for GD. Or call Ministry of Vetting Committee beside or say political talk about your fine channel. I'm a Benuado 2008 now.
say oil now man penny Kronfuor kofa tally oil Ghana tally oil few US abanoma besho oil na yenya oil na or the abba parliament abetche any crude oil na abba parliament abetche ayentro ay ajongo
yes
Ghana for bontu na nya oil papa
Ghana
for HDA I see don't get ya jina platform so catch Ghana for nyina say MPP for ya Kronfuor touch am wa a Kronfuor 17 omo kwa yi an roba penny Ghana for edges as them with the intimate bia NDC for trying to watch them na to trim Sammy Jenfi after that we saw we see so near Juma da when you are shot by 2014 with Tinipat them were Ghana from Methodist Bishop to Pentecost leaders to Roman Catholic Bishop to Anglican Presby Council just say and the walk Ghana Sammy Jenfi ending at them Obia Ahenfu Sammy Jenfi Tiatima to the sense say Okudi Kwame Sefa can't tell me piece of Kwame Sefa can say Sukonoma Nema platform was over 20 years and then I say I'll buy this for my platform yeah and then we know say because of Sammy Jenfi piece of was up Pamo
I know
and Ghana for so nipa can't watch a war. What you move who said we are smoking or you go or you kushini. John can't sing me. Or some wrong. Or must be real. No more must be real. No, we are no aside. I say. Almost can't mean the other Mahama Saba catch Ghana for say more short memory. So I'm going to the end usage. Oh, yeah, 2024 year, Mahama say a do political campaign. Almost can't send be played in any politics. It is a major culture says it's like a pipe Kronfuor. Or no, I'm a Kronfuor time, no, a minister. A Kronfuor time, a Kronfuor time, obey a minister. Niku renowned architect. Doctor, well, drew or dark a silver or no, when you are going to so $1 to win it there. Name him Sammy and fear or no. On ye Jumada. Name him Mahama Bab, a Bayman or appointed 3 months ago. It's been to check dollars over the Kamua. Now, I can and the Sabo to Abama to Mahama. But Obone Action. But Obone Action. Going forward, no, do the right thing. One transfer who say NDC party, no. They cannot conceive good intention, never in their life. Adebia and this for me conceive of Mutrimubia, a Jombone, and soon, or Yeni, Pinchin. How can you tell me this thing? Costa, I am before permanent party, or say, and these boys, Uncle say, Agrada, never go and mention it, or Bruno. And this phone got to tag that I don't mention it, or Bruno. Oh, see. Before Ghana for your Pamu Chow. The party NDC was born out of deceit. There's no one is buying. When in the India businessmen, I don't want to question politics. I mean, can't say there's no one is buying. There's no one is on just say, oh, you're businessman, and what would you with Sika? A bow bra, and Ghana, a doom, Kotokraba, Mokola, Kanishi, Shamai. Why would you see kind of business now? On Thursday, when we scam, so the good businessmen in Nigeria. And I hear businessmen. So I just say, yes, Ghana, we have a politics, I'm a politics, and we business. So Hannah Bedia, and a businessman in politics, which they want to do politics. And I'm confusing in a businessman, that's all I'm business minded. I don't mean free business selling number joining politics. Yeah. Ibrahim Mahama. She said great machines, a Kufwa constituency, 275 constituencies say, quite and yet but sometimes you Ghana is so rural to the extent say Obetimenya constituency be village outmost crowd some quite I think I better rely on central government and the ministry of with national regional constituency level and some about national for the time minister for rules so don't go to me it's a more drip machines local mantem can be and one says yeah no more could use one mamma. So Mahama buy one fresh drip machine. Platform here as a TikTok, yeah. When somebody drip machine, a good for the drip machines or toss you find out quite no. Only the drip machine, no excavators, no dozers, no ariabono, only the yakanam see. We are Ghana and you go to Abama as John Mahama and Kronfuor. I mean, for Joe. But they are Joe. Going forward 2028. Or president or buy, you know, the predecessor, I imported over 2 million tablets. Say young Chema.
Students. Yeah.
Now students, you know, any tablets, you know, ever more on my brand. President in the buying or 6 tablets, you know, they on check. A good day. Better sanitary pads. And you voted for this man, and you think like NBC, God forgive you as I have forgiven you.
That's it.
But the man was now, Sammy Jenfidie, and yet you be who create. The young crowd, men are not 3 or 4. Catch a young coma, Obonia by or Boba. I mean, for
oh, are they?
Okay. Ababoya ebo 2-4. The careful I am very careful. If the over careful do I serve the point actually be so. And 9 and I me and Sana cano
about
so. It's 1 amount to 2 be after seeing the call be once in beer when it home. Na obia onye adwuma oni ni da ho no onim se ni party Sammy Jensen colleagues on Omuko University or Omuko Omu secondary school Omuko teachers training if you may via their bachelor if you may via secondary school every teachers training every nursing every university bachelor there if you should be nurses if you might be doctors all these people have work experience. They have human relations. They know how to relate. But this boy, only know how to lie on people. Only know how to lie on people and insult. And in Ghana, they glorify insult by voting you into power. But that's
it. Madam, my idea. Yatna say 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours 20 minutes. Namia yibi mo amutumi de madwenche ba yi na no. Ayeda mu ni na ase. Ya besre mo follow page na mo modern follow mami ansa na we free so mo am TikTok no. Mo YouTube so me share mo subscribe my na ade na yesa don ma no so mumia so my YouTube for na yesre mo like ne love mumia so a eboa. Mo hwe video no wia e am like na mo nja comment. Bi no mo ba behwe but e am nye you know, but not views no cost, but people are not really interacting. To mess with Facebook for us where you go. So hopefully one day we will get our old Facebook back. As you say there, it's been compromised after this, but that's it. Same money now, mutuminya time. Na mutuminya babe support. Chile me adoma munshia mo buga buga Koda Media TV. Koda Media TV, yes, Mr. Tebak, Ghana radio station. I mean, mudi juma no china. Buga buga on pretty much the same topic, but with more fire. Cause buga buga they on a fire and kwa ono yenchira de bias on a facts and fire. George Lamon joining Ghana time 3:30. Ghana time 3:30 p.m. Munshia Koda Media TV. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on TikTok. Na into me indi jumambom ejano so say dia na yen kwanchino eda muni na ase ne dia mai asoboni ebebe betie asem dia koma ya tanfo yesi eni boni ebebe be fa yi die dia ko kire ya tanfo yifra ano boni ebe yi anu aduane Yedi ye ho adanso kruma sen ya kire ya tamfo ye kasa no mutum. E japa wono omodwene ye ho adwenbone ye sre dambo ne refiri e de ma wo. Omo pay ye nam papa ma won we wan kasa wonam. Won ye pay ye moja so enum wan kasa wo moja. O ye sure ha ma share dem. Ye wie Sremo. Hey, ma Juliana says so. Mommy, me tell on catch you. As they say, my mommy for my dog give me you. Ma Juliana, and my mommy, oh, Baki, oh, me mommy. My Juliana, you didn't call. But as my mommy for dinner, my doggy in you. Miss Ramo, one of you. Yeah, Mumra, why? No, Mumra, support. I mean, Shamo. But go every year, me that say, on me, Abu Maya Juma. Mame osinya minshira o papa medase pa medase comment neighbor. A lot has been learned today medase. This is what I wanted to be. Na obisi say na nenya minshira oh that's another will be a good comment pa the money na say. Na ya jam is a good boy bro. Yeah, it's still possible. It's always possible. Why? And no cry the answer son. No cry the answer son. George Buampong, many say also to me by na only a bedi and will be said we have people like Sunny Badu begging for him anyways. Okay, Patience Damson. Hello, wow, beautiful name, Damson. I say well done, Felix. Thank you so much, Patience. Henrietta Taylor, I say it's a pleasure listening to you. Thank you so much, madam. Yeah, I believe who else? I say Jojo said Jojo. I say Felix, just a week before this incident, lawyer Maurice Ampao said he saw Sammy Gemfi sharing 20,000 Ghana to some guys at the airport. I mean, they do that. 20,000, I think that's the standard though. I think that is the standard. Anyways, NDC for you, 2028, NDC will stop by you. For second and the two. Abeka polling station we boy. Yes, baby. We say George because they can't and won't sack him. They've planted him there to serve a purpose. They won't sack him because they share a secret. Okay. All right. Challenge ha. And I made the program BBC. Madam Munina has once again. I'm meeting any Bye bye.